Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another Amazing Science Bros video. And today, of making the Sentry, we are taking apart the gun. I got two. Taking the wires and connecting it to the computer.
Oh my God! I just screwed it back. I don't know which way is left.
All right,
That's
so
right.
we'll take the gun apart to get the wires so we can hook it to the computer that we built yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
So, from last time, we took out the screws, and then we were gonna take out the batteries to this, just in case so it's safe. And then we're gonna take it out, and then there's gonna probably be a lot of wires in there. But first, we're gonna take out this laser. Take apart this laser.
What does the laser do?
It's the laser pointing for our cat.
Oh,
To
cool.
put on here, and we're trying to find out where to put it and how to connect it to the computer to make it like fire.
Cool. All right. So you're gonna take it apart?
Yeah. Oh my!
What's in it?
Looks like a battery or something.
Oh, wow.
And wires.
Okay, so what kind of wires?
A computer.
Oh, cool. Okay, so it's got how many wires?
4.
Can you pull the battery all the way out?
I have four red wires.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so how many wires? 2 connecting the battery to the charger port, and 2 going down to the lights and the laser part.
Yeah, like.
Is that everything right? Okay,
It's a
cool.
little hard to see.
All right. So those 2 wires, we probably can hook to our computer, right? And use the computer to turn on the laser pointer. Peter, what are we going to do next?
Then we're gonna take apart the battery.
Cool. Why don't you pull that battery compartment off?
Okay.
All right.
Big
How many batteries are there?
4.
4.
For what size are those? Do you know?
It
Does it say?
says it's
Well, the Duracell.
Duracell. Yeah.
there's register.
Is there like a letter on them anywhere? Are they A, double A,
Oh, they're double A.
double A?
I think. I don't know. No, they're D.
D.
D?
Yes, you can see the D right
What's
there.
D?
All right. Those are the big batteries. All right, so can you pull them out? So, because we don't want to play with the wires if there's batteries in them.
They're heavy. They're like 3 pounds.
Yeah. Does it say how many volts each one is?
No, this is actually more like 1. Wait,
Yeah, it says 1.5.
1.5 volts. Cool. So if we have 4 of them,
So it's
and they
basically 4 plus 2.
4 plus 2. What do you mean 4 plus 2?
Because there's 0.5 in both, in all of them, and then it's 1. So
Oh, yeah.
4 and then 1, 2.
Oh, so that's a way to add 4 times 1.5, right?
Yeah.
So you do 4 times 1,
6 volts.
6 volts. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we want to make sure that if we're putting voltage on the gun, we're putting 6 volts.
I can spell P.
So what is that?
I have no idea. It says it's a digital multimeter.
Cool, open it up. We're going to use it to test.
When was this made?
I don't know. I bought it before you were born. Just slide that sheet out. There you go.
On 20 volt thing.
20 volt things. Got it. All right.
And
Now plug those cords in so we can measure the volts.
What cords?
Those red and black cords that came in the case.
some of these broke. Then we had to use some of these wires.
Uh-huh.
And now my rainbow wires are broken.
You broke your rainbow wires? Oh, no.
Wait, what do I do with this?
All right, so
Oh, right
there's little spots. Yeah, what do the little spots say?
Like, this looks like V.
Mm-hmm, correct.
And then this is the cord.
Yep.
And Then this is probably calm.
Common, yeah. Black. Good, it's color coded. All right, so now you're going to use that to measure the voltage coming out of the battery compartment. So,
What are these other two for?
what do they say?
This is MA bat.
So that's to
Battery.
measure the amps, the milliamps.
Yeah. And
So those
this
are for
is
measuring
10
current.
amps, Yeah.
Yeah. So right now we want to measure voltage. So, Peter, can you help come over here and read the volts while Lucas puts the probes
Okay.
on the battery compartment? Other side. No. All right.
Why
What
is
if
it
I?
not working?
It looks like this is like a button. I wonder if that like turns things on when the thing is pushed. Don't touch that with the things. Why don't I hold that? Actually, Peter, hold this button down.
Okay.
All right. Now try those tests again. Peter, are you getting any readings? All right. Try the other one, Lucas. How about now? Anything? Zero still?
What about these?
How about that? Try those. Peter, what are you getting?
Well, three, 4.
Yeah. All right. So there's still battery power coming out. Now try this one again by the switch. Anything, Peter?
Nope.
All right.
Does this turn it off?
Maybe. Let's keep trying.
Alright, so the gun didn't work because we didn't see the voltage, and now we're gonna test if any of the voltages are low on the batteries.
So you're gonna test each battery?
Yeah.
All right. Peter, what's the readings?
How do you read me? The rating is 1.52.
All right. So that's good.
Good enough.
Maybe keep that off to the side. Yeah.
Do you read me?
1.51.
All right. So that looks good.
I think it's this one that's garbage.
So they're both good.
Oh yeah.
That one looks like it's trash.
No, and how? 1.51.
That looks trash.
Good.
Yeah.
Probably has
So far, all the batteries are fine.
0.13.
0.11.
Oh, that battery's garbage.
Trash.
All right. So let's recycle that battery.
Die.
Hold on. I think we've got another battery.
yeah, we
Peter,
do.
can you grab it if we have another battery?
We do. Trash. Howard.
Don't mix it up, Lucas. Keep it in the.
Howard.
Okay,
This
Peter,
is
go
trash.
test it.
Okay.
Then put it in
trash.
different pot. All right.
You test this?
Twinkie. You like toys? Dude, you're not. 1.61.
All right. So we got a good one to replace it. All right. Let's put it back together. We'll see if it works now. All right. So last time we measured it, and we were
And
expecting how many volts?
6, and we only got 4.
4.5. Okay. All right. Let's measure it again. Coming out of the battery compartment.
It
Okay.
looked like 666.
6. 5.96. Good. So maybe that was explaining why the gun wasn't firing. One of the batteries, not all of them, but one of them.
Yeah, but what happens
good.
if you put it to 200K?
Try it.
It's only 200. That's the volt section.
Yeah, see the wavy line over by those volts? That means alternating current. But batteries have direct current, so we want the other one.
Do 1,000.
Those are the different scales of DC volts. So what did you put it on? Hold on.
1,000.
I put it on
1,000 volts. What do you think will happen?
I don't know.
Maybe it'll blow up? All right, measure it. What does it say?
It says
0.06. Huh. So maybe that's times 1,000, right? It's a way to scale if you have a lot of voltage. All right, cool.
Yeah, but that power line outside, it's 7,000 volts.
Whoa.
It's 7,000 volts. It's 7,000 pounds and like 12,000 volts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What to 10?
Okay.
What's your best
Try to fire it.
way? 1 to 10.
I think it was
No,
this one.
no.
What happens if you put 1?
Hey, Peter,
Yeah.
push the button over there that says we have the case on.
That?
Okay, now we just... Cool. So, we know how to fire it. So now that the voltage is on, all right, let's stop.
Can I put this?
Sure. All right, so one of the issues with this particular gun is sometimes the bullet gets jammed.
It always gets jammed. Like, I can never fire it.
All right, pull it
I
out.
can only fire it once in a lifetime.
This
But
is.
the purpose of us having it apart is so we can test the voltage of the switches to see which of these things, because normally, let's see, we know that that switch needs to be pushed, right?
Yeah.
For it to work. I think those switches need to be pushed so that
Yeah.
that thing, so the drum, so it thinks the drum is installed properly, right?
Yeah.
And there might be other switches, and we know that this is a safety switch that needs to be pushed in order to do the trigger, right? Okay.
What?
So, okay, now Lucas, test this voltage across the switch.
Yeah, but that usually doesn't work.
So,
0.
Okay, now Peter, push the switch.
I like switches. Dun 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 dun.
Does that change it?
No.
Okay. All right, now let go of the switch, and Lucas, move to the two greens down at the bottom. All
I
right.
like switches.
Okay,
Dun,
Peter, what's the voltage?
0.
Okay, push the switch.
0.
All right. All right, now do the other one right here. Those two.
those two blue
Yeah,
wires.
make sure you're on touching the metal.
0.
Let go of the switch.
Oh.
Are you touching the metal?
0.
Okay. All right, let's try. Maybe the drum needs to be in. So let's try that. Okay, so now that we plugged the drum in, the light came on again, right? So let's measure the voltage of each switch again with the light on, okay?
I'll do the green first.
What do you got, Peter?
I got 0, but I got 0.2 for a second. Oh, 0.7! Oh, and now
Make sure your
0.6.
connection is good, Lucas.
0.2. Now 0.6.
All right, Peter, push the button.
But
Cool. All right, what's your voltage?
0.
All right, let go of the button. Okay, Peter, Lucas, go to the other ones.
I like farmers.
All right, make sure it's touching metal to metal.
It is metal, metal.
Okay, Peter, what's our voltage?
0.
Push the button.
Okay.
How about now?
0.
All right, Lucas, how about go to the switch now? Peter, let go of the button.
Wait, what switch?
Right here, these two.
That.
Okay, that's for
Oh,
the...
2. It was just 2 for a second.
Okay, push it again.
2.
2. So 2 volts across that button.
3.
3. All right, now push the button, Peter. Is it still 3?
2, 3.
2 or 3?
2,
Cool.
3.
All right. So we know that there's 2 volts going to those 2 wires controlled by that trigger switch. All right, cool. So you're going to try and simulate pushing the trigger by closing that switch. Try it. See?
It works.
So you short-circuited across that trigger switch, and without pushing the trigger, you got the motor to go.
Yeah.
Cool, right?
Yeah.
Try it again. Why isn't it working? Because the safety switch wasn't pulled. Cool, okay, stop. Cool. Alright guys, so what I did, if you can see, these were the wires that were soldered to the switch on these 2 posts.
With my
So I
son.
used Lucas's soldering iron, and I just held it on the solder until it melted so that I could pull the wire off. And then I spliced these extensions on. Remember, Peter's been talking about the rainbow wires.
Yeah.
This is a female rainbow wire that I stripped the ends off, and I soldered them together there, and then put electrical tape around it to keep them safe.
That's cool.
And then here I melted little notches in the gun for the wires to sit in, so we can put the case over it and they don't get cut. All right. So we're gonna put it together, and then we're gonna see if we can make the computer control the switch instead of the actual trigger. All right. So we'll be back.
Okay.
All right, guys. So we're gonna do a little simulation before we put the gun all back together. We've got it all split up with our wire sticking out, and we extended these test leads in. That's gonna be your trigger. So when Lucas touches the metal together, it's gonna be like shooting the trigger.
Yeah, so we're gonna hold this and that, and then we're gonna put a bullet in, and then I'm gonna put these together, and then it's gonna fire.
Right. So we can see how it works. So what does this trigger do?
I think it.
See, it turns on the light.
It turns.
Yeah.
It simulates us sticking the drum cartridge in.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then this switch that Peter's about to push simulates having the gun all together, because you can see when I first put this in, the light turns red, right?
Yeah.
Peter, push your thing. Then it turns green. And then I put this in.
Because Peter isn't.
And it loads the bullet. Right?
Can I take it out?
No, we're gonna shoot it. Hold that thing down. Okay, Lucas, shoot. Uh-oh. It didn't get locked and loaded. It got jammed. Okay, let's try again. Oops.
Then it just goes.
Alright, okay, Lucas, shoot.
That's
Good job.
cool. Wait,
Cool, right?
wait, did that hit it?
Yeah. Isn't
That's
that cool?
cool.
Yeah, let's do it again. Here, I guess we don't need to load it the official way. I'll just stick a bullet. Okay, hold on. Okay. Alright. Turn it green, Peter.
I like green.
So after it loads.
Yeah, I failed twice.
Okay, now so when Peter, keep touching.
Yeah.
Just shot out and hit the bullet into here, and those things were spinning, so it shot. All right, good job, guys. So we have our full thing. So now we just have to hook these ends up. Instead of just shorting them together, we're going to connect them to the Raspberry Pi computer. And then the computer will send a signal for it to shoot. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah.
see how it works.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're ready.